So you think that crazy expensive pre-workout is your secret weapon? I'm going to be honest with you, it's probably not. For most of us, it's just a fast pass to jitters, a killer energy crash, and frankly, wasted workouts. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You slam a scoop of that neon powder, your heart starts pounding, your skin gets all tingly, and for about 30 minutes, you feel like you could punch a hole in a wall. But then what happens? Midway through your second exercise, it all just disappears. You're left feeling sluggish, unfocused, and even worse than when you started. What if I told you that in the next few minutes, I can show you how to actually use caffeine to hit a level of focus and strength you've never felt before, all while dodging the side effects you hate? We're going to cut through all the marketing nonsense and give you a simple, science-backed plan to turn caffeine from your worst enemy into your most powerful training partner. This isn't about buying another tub of hype. It's about using the world's most popular performance enhancer the right way. Reflection 1. The problem: how everyone gets caffeine. Wrong, let's be real. The way most people take pre-workout is completely backward. It's a ritual built on flashy labels and gym lore, not actual science. The first mistake is just chasing the buzz. We've been trained to think that if we don't feel our face melting off, it's not working. So you grab the tub with the most aggressive-looking label, maybe scoop it because you saw someone do it online, and just hope for the best. This isn't a strategy, it's chaos. You're not dosing for performance, you're dosing for a feeling. These formulas are often loaded with 300, 400, or even more milligrams of caffeine, which for most people is a one-way ticket to anxiety and heart palpitations. More isn't better. It's just more side effects with zero extra benefit to your actual strength. The second mistake is disastrous timing. You're rushing from work, you mix your pre-workout in the parking lot and chug it on the way to the squat rack, thinking it'll kick in instantly. That's not how caffeine works. It's not a light switch. It needs time to get into your system and reach its peak power. By taking it right before you start, you're missing its most effective window. You finally get that peak boost when you're already half done, and then the crash hits just as you're trying to finish your last few sets. It's a complete waste. And finally, we ignore what else we're actually drinking. A lot of pre-workouts are a jumbled mess of underdosed ingredients hidden in a proprietary blend with a giant dose of caffeine thrown in to make you feel like something is happening. You're paying a premium for what is essentially overpriced caffeine and some other ingredients that aren't dosed high enough to do much of anything. You're not getting a real pump from properly dosed citrulline, you're just getting a caffeine rush. Reflection 2. The agitation. Why your current habit is killing your gains. So what's the big deal? A few jitters, a little crash, who cares, right? Well, your performance cares. Your long-term progress cares. And your health definitely cares. This random approach to caffeine is doing more than just making you feel weird. It's actively wrecking your fitness goals. First, and most importantly, sleep. This is the non-negotiable king of muscle growth and recovery. Caffeine has a half-life of about 5 to 6 hours. That means if you take 300 millihours for your 5 p.m. workout, you could still have 150 ml, a full cup of coffee's worth, in your system at 11 p.m. Even if you manage to pass out, the quality of that sleep is in the gutter. You get less deep, restorative sleep, which is when your body actually repairs muscle and recovers. Bad sleep destroys your testosterone, spikes your stress hormones like cortisol, and just kills your ability to get stronger. You're not growing because you're not recovering, and your pre-workout habit is the prime suspect. Then there's the vicious cycle of tolerance. When you blast your brain with high doses of caffeine every single day, it fights back. The receptors that caffeine normally blocks just become more sensitive to make up for it. This means you need more and more caffeine just to get the same kick, and eventually just to feel normal. That amazing energy you used to get from one scoop now takes two. Soon, 2 scoops barely do anything. The performance benefits are gone, and now you're just feeding a dependency that's draining your wallet and your energy. And finally, you're ruining the quality of your workouts. The whole point of training is focus, control, and progressive overload. When you're over-caffeinated, your focus is scattered. Your mind is racing, you feel anxious, and you can't get a good mind-muscle connection. Your form gets sloppy, everything feels harder than it should, and that nasty crash guarantees you won't finish your workout with the intensity you need. You're just going through the motions instead of actually making progress. Section 3. The solution. Part 1. How caffeine is supposed to work. To fix this, we have to understand what caffeine is really doing. It doesn't magically create energy. Its real power is in how it tricks your brain. All day long, a molecule called adenosine builds up in your brain, and when it docks into its receptors, it tells you you're tired. Think of it like a fatigue signal. Caffeine works because it looks a lot like adenosine to your brain cells. So when you drink it, caffeine swoops in and blocks those receptors, basically putting a do not disturb sign on your brain's fatigue signals. By stopping adenosine in its tracks, caffeine makes you feel more alert, focused, and ready to go. But that's not it. By firing up your central nervous system, caffeine also changes how you perceive effort. It literally makes hard work feel easier. That brutal set of 10 that usually has you seeing stars might now feel more like an 8 out of 10. This lets you push harder and for longer, which is the master key to getting stronger and building endurance. On a muscular level, caffeine helps your muscle cells release more calcium. Why does that matter? Because calcium is the trigger for muscle contraction. Better calcium release means stronger, more powerful contractions. This can directly translate to lifting more weight and moving it faster, especially on your big upper body lifts. So when you use it right, caffeine isn't just a sledgehammer for energy. It's a precision tool that cuts down fatigue, makes work feel easier, and improves muscle power. That's the magic we want to capture. The action plan. The 3 T's of perfect caffeine. All right, here's the simple plan. Forget what you've been doing and just follow these 3 rules. I call them the 3 T's: timing, titration, and tolerance. 1. Timing, the 60-minute rule. To get the most bang for your buck, you need to take your caffeine about 60 minutes before your workout. This is the sweet spot. It gives your body enough time to absorb it so it reaches peak power right as you're getting into your most important lifts. Drinking it in the parking lot is a rookie mistake. Give it a full hour. This one change alone will be a complete game changer. And to protect your gains, have a hard cut-off time. No caffeine within 6 to 8 hours of when you plan to go to sleep. If you're a night owl at the gym, just grab a stim-free pre-workout instead. To titration, find your minimum effective dose. This is where everybody gets it wrong. More is not better. The scientifically proven dose for a real performance boost is between 3 to 6 milligrams of caffeine per kilogram of your body weight. For a 150-pound person, that's about 68 kg. That's roughly 200 milliliters to 400 milliliters. But starting at the high end is a mistake. Your job is to find your minimum effective dose, the smallest amount that gives you a clean focus and energy boost without the ugly side effects. Start low, 3 milligrams per kilogram. For that same 150 person, that's about 200 milliliters. That's just a strong cup of coffee or a single 200 milliliters caffeine pill. See how you feel. Is your focus sharp? Is your performance up? If yes, great. That's your dose. There is no prize for taking more. Pushing the dose higher usually just invites more side effects with no extra performance benefits. Stop guessing with scoops. Read the label and know your dose. Tolerance. Make caffeine work when you need it. If you use caffeine every single day, the magic will fade. Your body adapts, and those awesome performance-enhancing effects start to disappear. To keep caffeine working as a powerful tool, you have to manage your tolerance. The easiest way to do this is to cycle it. This just means you don't take it for every single workout. Save it for the days you need it most, your heavy leg day, a new PR attempt, or that brutal conditioning session you've been dreading. On lighter days, recovery days, or just a quick arm pump session, skip it. This keeps your body sensitive to its effects, so when you do take it, it really hits. Some people even take a full week off all caffeine every month or two to totally reset. When you treat caffeine like a strategic weapon instead of a daily crutch, it never loses its power. Hey, if you're getting some value out of this, and you're ready to make your caffeine actually work for you, do me a quick favor and hit that like button and subscribe. It tells YouTube I'm doing a good job and helps me make more guides just like this. Caffeine for your workout. It's also worth knowing that caffeine is awesome for pretty much every type of training. For endurance athletes, runners, cyclists, it's an absolute game changer. Study after study shows it can boost performance by 2 to 4%, helping you fight fatigue and go harder for longer. For strength training, the benefits are just as clear. Caffeine can give you a real boost in maximal strength, especially on upper body lifts like the bench press, and can help you crank out more reps by making them feel less painful. And for all you HIAT lovers, that nervous system stimulation is perfect for boosting sprint speed and helping you stay powerful and explosive across multiple rounds of intense effort. So let's wrap this up. For years, you've probably been wasting your pre-workout by chasing a feeling, getting the timing wrong, and using way too much. The only things you got were jitters, crashes, bad sleep, and stalled progress. The fix is simple. Just remember the 3 T's. 1. Timing. Take it 60 minutes before your workout. 2. Titration. Find your sweet spot, starting around 3 milligrams per kilograms of body weight. Don't use more than you need. 3. Tolerance. Save it for your toughest workouts to keep it effective. Stop letting your supplements control you. It's time to take back the power by using caffeine the smart way. Use it like the precision tool it's meant to be, and I promise you will unlock a level of focus and strength in the gym that you never thought was possible. What's your biggest struggle with caffeine? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. Thanks for watching.